Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutny and today I will speak about Alapin Sicilian variation e4, c5, c3, and this move is sometimes annoying for a black because white is so solid and he's playing the same plans, short castle attack, and it's a so simple play for white. So if you are looking for a really interesting lines in this opening, I will choose move d5 because move d5 is really the most aggressive black's move and we are challenging white center. Of course, white will take and we will take with our queen on d5. Watch this position. This is interesting position for first time because black has a queen in the center. So d4 is making sense. Knight to c3, knight to f3, and theory speaking about bishop to g4. I will speak today about bishop to f5. In this position, black has 3 pieces in a game and white has only 1 piece in a game. So looks like black has more pieces in a game and it's good for black to open position, to play as soon as possible aggressive chess and to be active. Now white has 3 or 4 options. The best option is bishop to e3. The worst option is knight to a3, and it's good to know this variation and why this variation is bad for white, because lots of players will play this move. This move is standard move in position with bishop to g4, but it's not a standard in position bishop to f5. So I will show this variation soon. To take on c5 is another mistake, and bishop to e2 looks like black is absolutely okay. So let's start. I hope you will enjoy, and I believe that after watching this video you are able to play this variation like master. So knight to a3 is a mistake. Remember that we are going to take on d4. White has 2 moves, knight to b5, threat check on c7. Black has a really good answer, long castle. In this position, black has 4 pieces in a game against white's 2 pieces, and black has more material. He's 1 pawn up. So white has to take this pawn back, and a really aggressive move now, e5. And I hope that you are enjoying this position. Too many threats and so simple position to play. Bishop to b4, check. a6, knight to f6, rook to e8. So many threats, and still we have more pieces in a game and white is under pressure. That's something what we are looking for if we are playing Alapin as a black. For example, knight to c3. We are going to a5. d5 makes sense, knight to f6, and we are winning pawn. Don't be surprised that we are winning pawn because bishop to b4. And somewhere here I should tell you that black is nearly winning, has more material, has better pieces, has time advantage, and white doesn't have any compensation. So one more time, knight to c3. We are playing to a5, and of course is a big threat to take on d4. So d5, knight to f6, to take on c6 is a losing move. For example, bishop to c4 is ready to go for short castle, and take on d5 is a winning move. Bishop to b4. Okay, what next in this position? Maybe the right move is to go to a4 with white's queen, but check on b4, take, and here black is again nearly winning because it's hardly to believe that this piece is okay, and this is the biggest white weakness. So looks like no, this is really bad variation. So maybe it's better to play bishop to c4. Check on e4 and e6. Still for this game because black has more materials. White's f1 piece is terribly weak. Rook on h1 is really another bad piece, and another rook is not playing. This knight is out of the play and probably will go knight to b5 with big threat check on c7. The right answer now is d3, and of course we are challenging bishop on c4, and if we will take this bishop, another threat is check on d2. So the right answer, knight to d4, take, and rook to c8. You know, it's hardly believed that White is happy with this position. He's under big pressure, and this position is nearly lost. Take, a6, knight to f6 with advantage for black. I believe that you are enjoying this position, and this is something what we are looking for if we are playing Alapin Sicilian defense. So we saw that after bishop to f5, knight to a3 is a mistake because we will take on d4 and we are going for long castle. Okay, bishop to e2 is a mistake because, you know, main White's plan is to go knight to c3, right? And this knight should challenge this queen because this queen on d5 is the best black piece. Okay, we are taking on d4, and now surprisingly we are taking on b1. We should take on a2 if we are brave, or we are playing e6, and we have a really great position. You know, we have good pieces. We are attacking on pawn on a2. We have threat check on b4, knight to f6, short or long castle. I believe this is a really great position if we are playing Alapin Sicilian. If we are black. So one more time, bishop to e2, the same line if knight to a3. We are taking on d4, taking on b1, because now is a threat knight to c3. So we are taking on b1 and we are playing a6 or e6. Threat to take on a2 and knight to f6, short castle, a really nice game for black. Okay, so we saw two bad moves. We saw knight to a3 and bishop to e2. Okay, what's happened if White will take on c5? The right answer is to take on d1 and long castle. This is really a good position for black. Okay, e5, knight to e7, knight to d5. Bishop to e7, f6, and g5. And this is a really great position for black because, you know, White has so many difficulties, and soon or later White will lose this pawn on c5. I hope you agree with me that we saw three interesting lines, and in all lines black was absolutely okay. So the right answer is bishop to e3. And now it's good to play knight to f6, knight to a3, and take on d4. Maybe White will take on d4, take, a6. This position looks okay for both sides, and you know, we don't mind to play this position if we are black. Still, we believe that this knight is out of play, and yes, we should enjoy this middle game. So knight to b5 makes sense, or makes sense bishop to c4. This is a really important line. Take, and e5. e5 looks really interesting. Check, take, and okay, f6, bishop to e7, and short castle. I still like this position because, you know, your opponent is out of theory book, and you have a really interesting middle game position. You have chances to play for a win, and it's really position where a stronger player will win this game. So I hope you will be stronger player and you will beat your white's opponent. So knight to b5 makes it a really big sense and long castle. If I will take with c pawn, e5 is really great because it's check on b4. So this move is not working. Maybe knight from f to take d4 and knight to g4 is the famous one of Nigel Short. Okay, he took on e3, took on d4, and bishop to g6 is the right answer. Okay. Knight b, d4, knight to g4 as in our example, and take on e3. So everything is so simple. If I will take on e3, we are taking on d4 and e6. Still, I like position if I am black because I have two bishops. Even maybe this position is without advantage for everybody, but still I prefer to play this position if I'm black. So maybe we will take, and after e6, okay, still a good position for us without any risk to lose, and we should enjoy this game. So we are at the end of this video. I hope you are able to play this variation with smile and you will enjoy, and you will remember to take with queen, knight to c6 and bishop to f5. It's good to remember that here knight on a3 is a mistake, take on c5 is another weak move, bishop to e2 is another weak move, and only one move is bishop to e3. After this move, this position should be okay for both sides, and we should enjoy to play a really interesting middle game position. Here is good to remember to attack bishop on e3 with move knight to g4 and to take on e3. Everything else it's not important to remember, and I hope that after watching this video we are able to play this variation for win, and we should enjoy to play Alapin Sicilian if we are black. So it was a really short video with a really interesting lines for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for your likes and follows, and I hope I will see you next time in our another interesting YouTube chess video. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I hope I will see you soon. Bye bye.